church. But does that really mean anything? I didn't know how to pray or why I should do it. I didn't have a relationship with God, and I never read my Bible. The sole purpose of me going to church was because my grandmother took me to Deluxe Fish and Chips every Sunday after church. My mother started attending Full Gospel when I was 14 years old. When she brought me here, I was hesitant. I did enjoy the music, and I loved the services, but it was a huge change from what I grew up hearing. I didn't really understand what was being taught until I went on the Dare to Live Winter Retreat in 2009. I learned about salvation and the Holy Spirit. I knew what Jesus did on the cross, but I never knew why. But it was finally made clear. He did it so that I could be free and not have to be beaten by sin, because he took my place on the cross. And as long as I surrender my life and heart to him, I would be set free from sin and the ways of the world. In 2009, on that same winter retreat, I gave my life to God. Nothing has been the same since, and I know you hear people saying, God changed my life and I'll never be the same. And I know what you're probably thinking. How can someone that you can't even see change your life? Well, for me, God changed my mind. As I learn more and more in my faith, I know what God likes to see and what he doesn't like to see. He wants me to be pure in heart and mind. And when I'm out living in this world, just like everyone else, before I do anything, the first thing that comes to my mind is, what is God going to think if I do that, or watch this, or say that? I'm thankful because it helps me to live my life with modesty and integrity. One thing that I think about often is, what if no one told me the truth about God and Jesus and the true penalty of sin, which is death? What if my mom never brought me here to Full Gospel? What if I never went on the retreat back in 2010? Where would I be? I'm so thankful that all of this happened, but when I think about others like me who don't know the truth, those who don't realize the true reason that Jesus died on the cross, and one thing that I've learned that is very important is to tell those who don't know and to be watchmen for God, like in Ezekiel 3:17. Son of man, I made you a watchman for the family of Israel. Whenever you hear me say something, warn them for me. If you say to the wicked, you are going to die, and you don't sound the alarm, warning them that it's a matter of life or death, they will die, and it will be your fault. I'll hold you responsible. But if you warn the wicked, and they keep on sinning, they'll most certainly die for their sin, but you won't die. You'll have saved your life. I love this verse. I like to try to be that person for others, telling them what I believe and what I think, and they can do with it as they choose. As for me, for those of you who don't know, I'm going to Faith School of Theology. I'm going to be studying to receive music diploma, and hopefully someday becoming a youth pastor. But I'm always open to what God has for me, and I'm excited to find out. Thank you for listening.